What's up, everybody? Welcome to Day Drinkers. My name is Edgar, here with my good friend Will, your co-host. We are here to review another spirit, but this time it's my turn to show Will and talk about my favorite spirit, which is tequila, the land of my ancestors. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. All right, so we're gonna be reviewing today Luna Azul Tequila. Luna Azul. That's tequila. It's going to be the blanco. So we're doing the unaged version of tequila. So for those of you guys don't know or are kind of new to tequila, it's tequila is made from what's known as the blue agave plant. So it's a special. It's kind of like almost like a cactus kind of looking thing that's based out of Mexico. And in order for it to be distilled as tequila, it has to be from not just from Mexico, but it has to be from the state of Jalisco, which is central Mexico. Because if it's not from Jalisco, it's not actually tequila. It has a different name for it. And the process has to be in a specific way. You'll also know that there's another product that's made it's called mezcal. It's a slightly different process, which we might review in the future. But for me and my people, we are from the state of Jalisco, so we really like tequila. My dad is a connoisseur, so I have to follow in his footsteps. So today, Will, we're talking Luna Azul. And I'll be honest with you, I've actually never had this tequila, so I want to jump right into it with you. So when you first take a whiff of it, what do you smell in it?
To me, it just smells like really fine tequila.
Oh,
So what are those notes that we're picking up on?
so I smell a lot of sweetness on it. I don't. So sometimes you'll sense like the spices and even in the scent, but for me, it's very sweet. Um, Now the thing about the Blanco is it's not aged, or if Blanco is aged, it's up to about 60 days at max, but it's usually not aged. It's one of the reasons why the color is clear. It's not aged in any
Gotcha.
barrels. Um, Now the other ones so it's either called Blanco or Silvers, which is basically the same thing. Then there's a Reposado, which means rested, and it's rested in oak barrels between 60 days up to a year, depending on who you talk to. Sometimes they'll say 18 months, but it's about a year that it's rested. And so you can give it the label of reposado, which is rested. And the next level up is añejo, which is aged. And that one is aged between a year to up to 3 years. And then after the 3 year mark, if it's continued to age, then it's extra añejo, which is, aged a little bit longer. And the more you age it, the smoother it gets, the more of the sweet notes from the wood and the spices that you get from it. So that's kind of a little breakdown of like the different levels of tequila. But for
Gotcha.
now, go ahead. You want to take a sip?
Oh yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Cheers.
It's day drinkers for a reason.
That's right.
So to me, it's very smooth.
Okay. Yeah. Smooth. I sense a little bit of cinnamon in there. Do you kind of sense like a little bit of
Yeah.
that sweet cinnamon taste?
So I was wondering what that was. Now, what would or what do you think would cause for that type of like back of the tongue cinnamon or kind of herby tone?
I'll be honest. I'm not completely sure about that. It just probably a part of the distilling process.
Gotcha.
So I'm not really sure about that. I'm not an expert on it, but I do enjoy a good drink. So,
All right.
um,
We'll learn
yeah,
together.
yeah, exactly. So it's definitely, it doesn't have that much of a spice to it. I sense more of like that slightly not crazy sweet, but a little bit of that cinnamon taste around the middle of the drink, not as it's ending. So I don't know what else do you note there? I'm actually impressed how smooth it is.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to get over because with me, I I love tequila, but it really doesn't matter what tequila as long as I'm drinking it fast enough, right? So, but this right here is something that I definitely could see myself having on my bar at one point.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, it's
so
a lot of times, I think that's most people's association with tequila is that drink that they had in college that they don't want to remember the night, or they don't remember the night because of the tequila. Uh,
yeah,
so, so it's actually
trying.
exactly. It's actually
Yeah,
quite impressive how smooth it is.
yeah, I'm trying to see. I don't have the bottle, but yeah, like the $10 bottle that you get because you're a broke college kid and you're like, hey,
Yep.
I'm gonna drink this, and then all of a sudden you're like, I'm on fire
Yeah,
minutes
you don't.
later.
Yeah, you don't want to drink that.
Yeah,
uh, Okay, good. All right. You said you would actually put it on your bar.
Yeah, yeah. I know that we talked about kind of like our grading scale and things like
Yeah.
that.
Put it on your
Have on the
shelf.
bar. Yeah, put it on your shelf. Maybe on occasion, buy for a friend, and then not at all. So
Free
yeah,
free have to give it to you only after many good drinks and then a hard pass.
gotcha, gotcha. Yep, yeah. So I don't even have to worry about the other three because you know what, this is gonna be sitting right here.
All right, that's actually that's really good. And the other cool thing about Luna Azul is it's actually quite affordable. So the bottle's not very expensive if you compare it to other bottles. I do have like you said, we're going to get into more bottles as the show goes on. I have other favorites, silvers that have more flavor to them. So I would do this on a buy on occasion, or even buy for some.
Okay.
Like if we go to a party and there's people who are doing mixed drinks, this would be a good one for that. But also, if some people just want to have a nice, good sip, I know a lot of times silver it's meant to be mixed with drinks, not necessarily drinking straight. But if I'm at a party and I see this, I might actually drink it straight instead of having to mix it with some sugary syrup. You know?
Gotcha. Yeah, and that's one thing that I don't get into, and I guess as we get further into this podcast, right, is I I love my sweets. You came to my wedding, and we cut the cake and ate it
Oh
right
yeah,
before dinner. But yeah, when it comes to my drinks, I really like them, without the sugars, without the
mm,
fillers, kind of. So
yeah,
like tequila for me with soda water and a twist of lime,
yeah,
or a spritz of lemon is something that I really enjoy, and I think this right here is something that I can enjoy. Um, with one of those drinks there.
yeah.
Or like you said, a sipping tequila. I don't really think of tequila as a sipper, but I guess when you put it in context of like what you talked about, the reposado,
Reposado, yeah,
reposado, and things of that nature. I'm assuming that those higher ends
yeah,
typically get into more of those, like our other main focus,
yeah,
whiskeys and bourbons, where we might enjoy them more neat
yeah.
than with a cut or a cocktail.
Exactly. You'll notice as we do more episodes of this, I'll introduce to you some good añejos and even some really good reposados, which you want to drink straight. There's something interesting and actually really fascinating when you're able to sip a tequila and not feel like you have to shoot it down because it's going to burn the back of your throat. You know?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good. Any final thoughts on Luna Azul?
Final thoughts. Aside from what I said, I would put it on my bar. Like you said, when I was looking at the price points, it wasn't that bad right off the top of my head. I can't remember, but it was, pretty comparable
Yeah.
to, I think even like a Jose Cuervo. When it comes to, is it the Especial? Um,
In terms of price, you're saying?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I think a 750 milliliter bottle is about it's about $20. So it's actually quite affordable. So if you're just new and entering into drinking tequilas, and you're looking for something maybe to mix and maybe just to kind of try on its own, stay away from Jose Cuervo and go ahead and get yourself some Luna Azul.
gotcha. Yeah, no, I'll take that advice.
All right. Well, that's it for us here at Day Drinkers, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.